cheap property. So sometimes we got to let the mentality go that in 2010 that we was purchasing all these cheap properties and foreclosures, and should we wait on a property? Like this picture right here goes to show you why you should not be waiting to purchase real estate. Because next thing you know, you're not going to be able to afford to go in the area that you lived in. You're not. Or you're going to ride down the street, you're going to feel real uncomfortable because the numbers are different now. This house does not even fit in this area. This house does not even fit in this area. But you see, they made it work. They made it work. They're redoing these areas. If you can't keep up, if you can't afford stuff, you only going to go down and down and down. So you just got to get out here and invest. That's the only way for you to get ahead. That's the only way for you to get money. It's 2022, y'all. We not working harder. We are working smarter. If your job is stressing you out, get an Airbnb. Get a few of them. If your job is stressing you out, we're not working over 40 hours anymore. We're not retiring at 65. We are retiring at 30 and 40 years old. Like, it's people out here, especially the millennials. Let me give it up to the millennials because we have really came a long way. We are the ones who have created all of this technology. Some of us are buying cars flat out. Some of us are living in these high-rise luxury apartments. And we are really keeping up with the times. We're wanting to shift our mind. We are changing how we do stuff. Yes, the kid does talk about Airbnb. Now, I do love Airbnb, but make sure, keep in mind that you want to get the deed. I love Airbnbs, especially if you want to retire your landlord. Get an Airbnb. It's very good. But make sure your end goal is to buy a property because you can't leave your kids in an apartment building. You can literally invest with your tax money. Yes, Diamond. And I think you got the kit. I think you do. Your name sounds familiar, but you definitely can invest with your tax money. You can purchase a piece of land, hold on to it for over time. You can put a billboard on that land. You can resell the land to Habitat for Humanity, or you can sell it to a builder. You can put a whole project on it and sell the blueprints to a company. Like, it's so much that you can do with such a little bit amount of money. So just be mindful of what you're investing your money into, what you're investing your time into, because inflation is eating away at people's money, y'all. Like, gas is up, food is up, stuff is up that we cannot control. We have to drive in a car. But let me tell y'all, if gas gets to $5, I'm going to go ahead and stay in the house. Because I will not be nowhere if gas gets to $5. But inflation is really eating away at a lot of our income. So if you don't have a passive income like a rental property or investments or something going on, your pockets are just going to keep hurting and hurting because inflation is really real. So to sub a property that could be a hosted deal, but sub to and use it as an investment property, end up selling it. I love Airbnb. Here in Chicago, it made so much money. Now I'm in the process of buying a building to own Airbnb. That's really good. So the more doors, the thing with Airbnb is that you want to get long-term tenants. So at my Airbnb, I recently had a long-term tenant. This was a few months ago before my best friend took over it, but she was in there for like 3 months. You can rent it to these nurses who do travel nursing. And for those 3 months, you can get $4,000 or $5,000. So do it long term. That way it doesn't feel like a job. That way you're not going in, checking on people, cleaning up after people. Do it long term. Also, getting luxury Airbnbs, that brings in a lot of money. Hey, everybody coming in. Where are you guys from? Let me know. And then another thing you want to do with your Airbnb is scale it. Like, add on a car. Put you a car on there. Or add like a chef comes and cook for you. Or add a Uber driver. You know, you got to add different entities to your Airbnb to make you get more money. But the Investor Kit definitely talks about that as well. I did Airbnb arbitrage, but I want to own now. That's the main goal. When it comes to Airbnb, you need to own. That should be the main goal, is to own. And the investor kit can teach you how to do that. You can do both. You can own or you can rent. The units yes, if you have a theme unit, those are units that are like for couples or for like groups or guys trips. The theme units make you a lot of money. But yeah, you can own an Airbnb, you can rent it, you can get one through your through like a private landlord. You can look on the MLS, you can look on Zillow for the rent properties. You can do landlords. You don't have to do apartment buildings. So many people go to apartment buildings. You don't have to go that route. You can go so many other ways to get into Airbnb. So yes. Hopefully that answers all of y'all questions. For those of you who just now coming in, we were talking about regentrification, and we were talking about the numbers for everything. This is the same property, as you can see if you just now coming on. This is the same property. The wholesaler purchased it for this, and then the cash investor purchased it and flipped it for this. So that just goes to show you the numbers to real estate. And it's real. It is definitely real. It doesn't make sense to rent anymore. Renting is so expensive, y'all. Renting is so expensive. You never see that money. The MLS is for realtors. So it's a database that realtors use. I'm a realtor. It's a database that we use to show our clients property. That's what the MLS is. The MLS is designed for people who are traditional homeowners. They don't want to invest. They're just looking for a primary home mainly. But there are all kind of homes on the MLS. But keep in mind, you can only invest if you have equity. Buying a home on the market is not going to help you invest, because that is retail price. Unless you find a good deal, or unless you get them to go down on the price, you gotta make sure you are getting it at a very good deal. Otherwise, it's gonna be really hard. People are so weird. Goals is to own it, but if you're just now getting started, rental is good. Yeah, if you just now getting started, I would say that is a good way. Like if you don't have a lot of income coming in and you need to give up, your 9 to 5, they overworking you, that's a good way. And I haven't been on this live that long. I'm soaking it all up. I'm finna buy a book right now. Yes, the investor kit is included. The investor kit talks how to buy at the tax sale, how to buy land, how to flip it, how to find off-market deals. It talks about the numbers. It talks about your scripts, how to talk to them. It comes with your contracts. Literally everything that I do to flip my property, that's what I use to purchase. That's what I put inside of the kit for you to get. So everything that I do is included in the kit, plus a little bit more. Like if you want to start a business, let's say you want to start a property management business, right? That's inside of the kit. There are so many other jobs for you to do inside of the kit. People don't really hit on other jobs that are in real estate. We only see stuff that social media put out. We don't really see behind the other jobs that are in real estate. So you see a realtor going to real estate school and you feel like that's the path that you need to take. That might not be the path for you. Or you look on HGTV and you see people flipping a full property. You probably can't afford to flip a full property. So we looking at so much stuff on social media, but it's really jobs and careers that are not on social media that we should really be paying attention to, because a lot of stuff that we don't see is where a lot of the money is, honestly. I need to link with you. This is so hard. I don't know if the market or what, but why is it so hard trying to relocate down there to Georgia? Why is it hard? I don't know. What issues are you coming up against? I would say probably when you relocate into Georgia, you probably need to go on the outskirts. Like look somewhere in Jonesboro or Lithonia, somewhere not too far. I'm gonna ask my best friend because she moving down here, so I know who that is. I definitely learned that it's jobs out here that we don't talk about. Yes, it's so many jobs. Why is there so many weird people on my live tonight? But it's so many jobs out there that we don't really see. It's a lot. You don't need a license to do Airbnb, no. Would you recommend? No. I have equity in my home. I want to take it out for a deed. What's the easiest I can do to get the equity out? You can go to your mortgage company. Your mortgage company can get it out for you. You could get a cash out advance. That could work for you. Hey girl. But I would say before you take it out, make sure you already know what type of property you're going to buy, because it really don't make sense for you to take all this money out, or it doesn't make sense for you to purchase a property. For you to take all of your equity out of a property and you don't know how to find a deal. That money is going to be gone. That $50,000, $60,000, $100,000, that goes quick. By the time you start paying off stuff, by the time you start putting money here, putting money there, that money going to start dwindling down. So before you get your equity out, before you take out a cash advance, or not a cash advance, but a cash out mortgage, you want to make sure you already know what you're going to be doing. So make sure before you do that you know how to move in real estate, because that money, that equity, you are not an investor. You are a homeowner. So just because you take all that money out does not mean you know what to do with it, where to put it. Like, it's so many people who get into real estate, they get stuck on the deal. So now they got to sell a deal, or they got to get rid of it. They can't finish the project. So make sure you are educated on what to do before you start doing that. Because it's so easy to buy a bad deal. It's so easy to buy a bad deal, and one bad deal can really take your career under. Like, you ain't gonna want to get in real estate for a long time. So just make sure you know exactly what to do. Inside of the kit, I have the deal or no deal sheet. So the deal or no deal sheet explains to you how to find a deal, what to look for. That's included in the kit. I also included the inspection checklist. So when you get ready to go to a property, take your inspection checklist with you. It has the net proceeds. So whenever you get ready to figure out the numbers to something, make sure you take your net proceeds so you know how much money you're going to walk away when you purchase it. And all of this is included in the workbook. And then you have your learning book. So you'll learn it in here, and then you have to turn around and apply it in here. So just make sure before you take that equity out, you know exactly what you're doing. So yes, hopefully this live was good today. I'll show y'all this. I'll show y'all this one more time for those of you who are just now getting on here, how to basically analyze a deal. So this is a wholesaler. My wholesaler, he sent me deals like all the time. Let me see, what deals did he send today? This is one. So this is this seems like a pretty good one. It has 4 bedrooms, 1 bath. It does have a basement. See, I don't like to invest in houses that have basements, because I like to get a flip and be done with it in like 2 months. So if it has a basement, more likely I won't. But that's a good property though. But this is the property that my wholesaler sent out that I want to show y'all. So if y'all are on here, it's your first time seeing this, make sure you screenshot this and tag me on your stories if you understand the numbers. So this is the wholesaler. They sold it to the investor. The investor flipped it, and then they sold it for this. So they walked away with probably $88,000. I don't know, because it's pending. But when it sells, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys what it sold for. I'm gonna check the market to show you guys what it sold for. Do you pay for the list? No, you should not be paying to get on these wholesalers lists. because that's just one way, and then you helping the wholesaler. So no, but the investor kit teaches you that, but you should not be paying to get on these wholesalers lists. And I do talk about it in the investor kit. You can find deals through expired listings. You can find them through driving for dollars. You can find them through tax records. Let's pull up the tax records. Let me see. Any other questions, let me know. Okay, so this is the tax sale. This is the tax sale in my city. It's a few different tax sales, so every city has their own tax sale. But this is the website that's going to tell you where exactly to find the deals. And here are all of the deals right here. So a lot of these are lots, or empty pieces of lots. Let's see if we can find let's see if we can find. Okay, so the next tax sale, it should be coming up, because if this is in March, let's see. Okay, so if you live in my city, the next tax sale is April 4th and April 5th. So if you are in my city, the next tax sale is April 4th and April 5th. Where do you get your nails done? I just go to the mall. My friend, she does them at the mall. You work too hard. I really don't. Like, you'll get the systems. Like, once you get going in real estate, especially if you got the kit, you'll get the systems. Like, the systems are so easy. And then you will already figure out how you get them. I really don't. I have a way how I look at my deals. I have a way that I reach out to the sellers, and then I have a way that I close them. So how I close my deals, I close all my deals in Indianapolis. All my flips and my rental properties, they're in Indianapolis. So I'll send somebody to go look at it. Yes, I don't know what's going on. I sent somebody to go look at it, and then can you turn the phone back around so I can see the site? Oh shoot, hold on. Okay, there we go. So this is from my city. This is Indy.gov. And every city and state has their own tax sale, and you can Google the tax sale in your city if you want to find it. But every city is different, right? So I live in Indianapolis, so we are taxed different. Every city is taxed differently. So the kit is going to tell you how your city is taxed, and so that's going to teach you how to purchase from that tax sale. Every tax sale in every city and state is different. Okay, I really cannot stress that enough, because people go to Indianapolis tax sale and they think it's going to be the same. No, it's different. It's different. It's different. So yes, hopefully that answered all the questions. I'm about to finish doing the kit. So congratulations again to everybody who got a kit. I am getting them prepared literally right now as we speak. I'm getting them prepared right now as we speak. And you should get it probably by maybe about a weekend. We do have a mandatory class coming up. Also, we are going on tour. It's going to be me and another realtor. We are going to be going on tour. So if you have the investor kit, or if you want to attend the tour, which I think I'm going to have it just for kit holders. I haven't really decided. But I'm thinking I'm going to just have the tour just for kit holders. Come to Memphis. I can't go out of the country now. You coming to Chicago? I am coming to Chicago, and Houston is on the list. Houston is definitely on the list. South Carolina, I need to add that on there. But it's gonna be me and a few other. Realtors. These are the cities for now, but I do plan to come to Chicago probably in the middle of the year. But if you in Chicago, you can come to Indy, because Indy is only like Memphis, a little bit too hot right now. But if you know some realtors in Memphis, send them my way, and then I can probably link with them. So yes, South Carolina, New York. I do want to go to New York. Now I can't lie, I do want to go to New York. Look, you want to see something? Look at this. You see that? Cali. It's the same thing. Come to Houston. I am coming to Houston on April the 10th. Yes. So that wraps it up, y'all. I got to get back to doing these kits. I will come on here probably tomorrow. But I gotta go. So I'll see y'all. Good night.